Hello, it's Andrew from Real Speak here with a nice video about like. We all like to say we like something, but as we're moving from a sort of intermediate to upper intermediate to advanced level of English, there are different ways of saying that you like something. If you do I like this, I like that, it gets a little bit monotonous. So there are other ways of saying this. So let's look at some of them right now. So you can say that you are keen on. You like it a lot, you're very enthusiastic about it, like I am keen on music, for example, or I am not keen on football. So I can use keen on, to be keen on, as a like or a dislike. I could also say to be interested in. So this is to describe something that you're attracted to or you would like to do. So I could say that I am interested in playing my guitar, or I am not interested in something, to say that I don't like it. I could say that I admire somebody. So to admire is to respect someone for what they are or for what they have done. You could say you admire a politician perhaps, or you admire a sports person or a family member, anybody that you respect. So I admire my grandfather, for example. You can use the phrase take a shine to. This means that you liked somebody very much when you first met them. Yeah, it's this sort of process of liking somebody. So I could say, when I began work in college, I took a shine to my colleagues, for example, to put it in the past. Similar to this phrase, you can use the phrase to take to. So it's the same as take a shine, but it can also be used for activities. That's the difference. So, and we can put it in a continuous. So I am taking to walking every day, because that's what I can do for exercise at the moment. We've got the word to fancy, which means would like to. So do you fancy going for pizza? No, I don't fancy pizza. Yeah. We've got the phrase to be partial to. So liking someone or something very much, and usually more than other things or people. So I'm really keen on eating in this restaurant, and I'm really partial to the French salad, for example. I like the French salad more than anything else they sell. You could be pleased by something, to be happy or satisfied by something. So I am pleased by my progress in English, for example. We've got the word to appreciate, to admire greatly and with understanding. So I appreciate the writing of Shakespeare, for example, or I don't appreciate the writing by Shakespeare. I don't know. You can use the phrase to delight in, which means to be very happy because of something, to enjoy something very much. So I take great delight in teaching my English classes. Another phrase, to get a kick out of something. So here you're talking about sense of enjoyment, amusement, or excitement from someone or something. So I get a kick out of roller coasters, for example. It's enjoyment, it's amusing, it's exciting. You can find something, or perhaps somebody, appealing, to be attracted to or pleased by, or an idea can be appealing. So I find the idea of living in a hot climate appealing. Now we can also add words to some of these phrases to expand them a little bit more. So we can say with that, for example, I am not that keen on, I'm not that interested in, I'm not that fond of. Now, if you say I'm not that keen on classical music, for example, it means really like it, you're not really interested in it. It's almost as if you don't like it, you dislike it. When you're saying I'm not that keen on, I'm not that interested in, I'm not that fond of, you don't really have an opinion, perhaps a dislike for something. Also, we can use the word so with these phrases. So I'm not so keen on, I'm not so interested in, I'm not so fond of. Again, by adding so, it means you don't really have an opinion, perhaps a dislike for something. So they're the kind of positive ways of replacing like. So what about don't like? I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like the other. It gets very boring and monotonous. So we've got the word, obviously you've probably seen this on social media, dislike. Again, you can use the I dislike that person, I dislike classical music, for example. So it's an alternative, dislike to don't like. Then we've got the verb to hate. Now, this is a really, really strong verb. I would seldom use it unless you have a really, really strong feeling about something, such as I hate people smoking on the bus, for example. Yeah, a really strong feeling against something with hate. And a synonym for hate would be despise. Again, it's a very, very strong word. If you despise something, you really, really don't like it. We can use the phrase have contempt for. Again, this is really quite strong. If you say you have contempt for somebody or something, you really, really dislike it. We could have another verb, to deride, which means to laugh at or insult. So I don't know, the people derided the woman on the train. They were laughing at her, they were insulting her. It wasn't a nice experience. And again, similar to this, we've got the word to scorn. So it's an expression of contempt or derision. So somebody has been scorned. The woman on the train that I mentioned before, she was scorned when they were deriding her. It's this expression of contempt or derision that the person who's the object of the derision, from the word to deride, feels. Slightly better than that, you can just use the phrase that you couldn't care less about something. Oh, I couldn't care less about football. Yeah, I'm just not interested in it. I couldn't care less. And that phrase can only be used in a negative. So those are some different alternative ways of saying like to move your English up a level. So if you found this video useful, if you're keen on this video, if you fancy watching more videos from me, please hit the like button, or should we call it the appreciate button, below. If there's any other points of English you would like me to discuss in further videos, please leave some comments below. And as always, if you'd like to reserve some English classes with me, well, the email address will be in the comment section below. And if you really enjoyed this video, you can always buy me a coffee. Thank you. See you next time.